Well, you can see who. Oh, I should remove Cody from the scene. He's not here. It right now it's just Joe and I,
Yeah.
which is kind of awkward because Walsh told me he prepped questions for the Q&A portion, and he's not here. So
No.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, Joe.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing changed between last year and this year when it comes to Walsh and Cody.
We were talking about it before we started. Like, hey, where's Cody? Like, I have no idea. Where's Walsh? Like,
Desert somewhere.
you're supposed to be
R-
here.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Sturgis is in the house. What's up, Sturgis?
So, dude.
John Miller says, "Hey, Happy New Year, dude! I love the Grinch, not the Grinch, Grouch, right? Oscar the Grouch. Is that his name from
Yes.
Sesame Street?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Lives
Oh
in a trash
no.
can.
Yeah. 12 Bravos. Happy New Year. Michael Farley says, "I'm sick at work." I did see a
Oh,
picture Michael
that's
Farley
the
posted of
worst.
him drinking medicine at work, and it was Dayquil, I think.
That's the worst, dude. Take a sick day and go home, bro.
Since it's just the two of us, I'm going to change the outline here a little bit.
There you go.
I'm assuming that Walsh is going to be here, but he's not yet. So
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, Derek Murphy, Robert First in the house. What's up? Yeah, Mike Farley says shots of Dayquil at work. Oof, dude. I don't drink. I haven't drank alcohol in like 20 years. I can't remember if I said this on the live or if it was afterwards, but I took some NyQuil when my family got hit with some sickness, Christmas Eve, and I was drinking NyQuil every night. And dude, I was waking up with what I would assume are hangovers. Like I don't remember ever having a hangover when I did drink. But it was like NyQuil does it for me.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think it's a hangover in the sense of alcohol.
Okay.
Because hangover in the sense of alcohol is just dehydration.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Michael
think it's
Farley says
actual medicine jacking
I
you
work
up.
alone and can do this job basically in my sleep, so I don't take days off unless I'm basically disabled.
Dude, you should go home. Being sick at work is the worst.
Yeah.
I hate that more than
Michael Farley
anything.
says, yeah, I did talk about the NyQuil coma last week. It sucks, man, because my toddlers are getting what all of us had.
Mm.
So it's like the tail end of it, and they're all crashing out. The youngest was I was playing this video game, and she just wanted to like curl up on my. She like put her head on my chest, and like had her legs over my lap as I was playing this game. And then my wife walked in, and she looked down, and the toddler was asleep on me as I'm like leaning back in this chair. So I had to transfer her to the bed, and then she woke up, of course.
Yeah, that's the way it always works.
Sturgis says, Joe, I missed you on the Springs. Too much to do in a week. You can have that cold bro.
Oh, when were you here? It hasn't even been that cold. I mean, there's been a couple days. But dude, we've had I can't say it, freakishly warm December. We had
Really?
multiple days in the 50s, bro. Like Christmas Day, like 54. I was
So
like, I'll take it.
Walsh just sent me a message. Lost track of time and days. Be on in just a minute. Eating food.
Like I said, new year, not new Walsh.
Yeah.
Same old Walsh.
Did you get a chance to look at his 2024 like recap video?
No.
The one thing that I was Bailey Luke says 2025 Joe face reveal. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
not gonna happen.
One thing that was a surprise for me, and I'm asking the viewers, I guess, if there was any surprises to you, for his belts. Like I knew he liked the DM mech belt. I knew that was going to be up there, but the Agilite Magnetics belt. And when I was talking to him about it, he said it just turned out that whenever he went to the range, he almost always had that Agilite belt with him. Like as he
Yeah,
used it, it was just he liked it more and more.
that's because it's Walsh, right? We all
Mhm.
know and love Walsh. But things grow on him without him ever knowing it. Dude, like your belt going right into position is
Is
so
awesome.
awesome. Right. And when you keep having to take a belt to the range and line it up every time and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, and for it just to be simple, of course, that's what you're going to gravitate to.
Especially when you're wearing kit. Like
Yeah.
at the range, you got a little bit more time. But if you're wearing kit and you could get your belt to line up like that,
Yeah.
it was
Like I
funny.
wanted to
So
sew magnets into mine. Like, how can I not?
I was talking with Lev, the designer, or one of the designers from Agilite on Instagram, and I love that he not only does he come up with these cool stuff, or that their team comes up with these cool things, but then they actually put it out in the field and test it in actual combat, to see, like, does this stuff actually work? And obviously it does. He uses it regularly. Um, it's a really, really good belt. Paul Sturgis says, took a bit of muscle memory to line it up perfect.
Yeah.
Zach Fett says, those magnets just make sense. John Miller, I wonder if those magnets lose strength over time. I don't think so. I think heat affects magnets, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't
he
know if
can.
time would do it. Michael Farley makes me think you could just add magnets to whatever belt you already have, then it could be handy for any belt. There's
Yeah.
probably a way to do it.
You have
Yeah,
to
I bet
sew
you
it
there
in,
is a
I'm
way.
sure, but
Yeah.
yeah. I
Doc
want to
Cypher's
do
in the
it,
house.
but sorry, go ahead.
This evening, gents. Croak says rare earth magnets don't lose strength unless extreme cold or heat, like melt the belt or shatter the belt temps. Yeah, I want to say rare earth magnets don't start losing their magnetism until like over 300 degrees or something like that.
I don't know. I think if I were to redo my whole kit, that's what I'd go with. A
Yeah.
K0 and that belt.
Well, I think you would like that. What's the new one that they call the Sub-Zero? Their minimalist plate carrier.
Mm-hmm. I haven't
I
even
think
seen
you would
it.
like that one, right?
Yeah. I think if I were to redo my whole kit, I think I'd go with that. Like,
Yeah. Just good guys and great gear.
yeah.
Boy. John Miller says the more you know. Did a shooting star.
No, it's Reading Rainbow, bro.
Oh, Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
Hey, here he is.
Sorry. So
We were talking beforehand, like, where's
dude,
Walsh and Cody? Like,
I have nothing prepared. Like, I gotta go fix some lights in a second. The lights aren't even on. So what's funny is we're all screwed up in my house because like my wife normally works certain days, and the kids normally go to school certain days. So I'm just like sitting there, we eating super late dinner, and I see a notification. I'm like, the live chat's soon. Like, what? Mine was like, my phone was super confused. I was like, I gotta get downstairs.
Don't worry, I don't talk trash. I was like, New Year, same old Walsh.
Did anything change? No.
Nope.
We got the same
Kirk
plan.
says, man, you haven't made a live all year, Walsh.
Oh, I'm all
Here we go. So Doc Cypher says rare earths lose their magnetism at 175 to 180. Polarity will die from the molecular temp at that point.
What the heck are you guys talking
We were
about?
talking about the Agilite magnet. I was telling the video from this past week. One of the surprises for me was I thought it was you were going to say for your belts DM and HRT, but it was the Agilite belt was thrown in there. And
did I? I think I
and
threw
I was
in.
talking.
I think I threw in the Agilite plate care, but yeah,
I thought it was the belt.
maybe I did. I don't know. It could have been.
But when I was talking to you about it, you had said that you found yourself grabbing it when you went to the range more often this year.
Yeah,
And so we were talking about the magnets being a really cool thing that they do. And then the question came up of, do magnets lose strength over time?
I do wish one of the polarities of the magnets was reversed, because you could put it on and it's actually offset by one.
Yeah.
Oh, the left magnet went to the right magnet.
Yeah, so like they can offset, and then you go to clasp it, and you're like, wait a minute, and then you got to like undo it all and like try to fish it back on there.
Bailey Luke says, you don't find the IDF complaining about their Bull 2011s not being drop safe. Ooh,
Yeah.
shots fired.
They just don't drop them. Someone, the bull laughed about this one time. I think I made a comment. Like someone asked, like, "What do you know? Like, are you worried about your 2011 not being drop safe?" I was like, "No, I have man hands. Like, it's not a problem."
That's such a Cody answer.
Yeah. It's so
Sturgis
funny, though.
says he's an Agilite fanboy. He's got the pincers, the placard, and the map too.
We're at
There is. I don't know if you guys saw this. I was on the Agilite website. I don't know if it's still up there. I don't think it's released yet, but they had a section for chest rig, I think. Shop. Yeah, chest rigs. It's still there on their
Gross.
website. There's a
Gross.
chest rig. It's not for sale yet, but you can check it out. And
Gross.
yeah.
Gross.
Bailey Luke says, wait, why don't we have RC rock crawling on stream? Joe, keep me entertained.
Yeah.
Dude, no joke. I have them sitting right there, but I thought 3 in a row overdoing it, so I didn't do it.
I don't think so.
Y'all let me know in the comments.
Kind of like
And it's
it's
kind of
like an autistic kid, right? Like I can function, but I can function if I'm entertained by something.
Yeah, that's how I am, dude. I can only pay attention if I'm doing something else. My new thing is to put a YouTube video to play where I can hear it and watch football.
Oh, really?
That's my new thing, dude. Like especially my 1A and 2A amendment auditor stuff. Put that, especially the long one where they just stand out there forever for like an hour and just watch football.
I don't think I've ever seen you watch football.
Yeah. It's a love-hate relationship. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to watch football a lot more than I do now, but Kaepernick ruined all that.
It's like so.
Hey, Doc Dole's in the house, and so we got Doc Dole and Doc Cypher.
Dang,
wrong live. If you guys would have been here when we talked IFAX, that would have been awesome.
So Doc Dole, he was so mad. Like he had commented on that live. He was like, I can't believe I missed this. I was like, bro, this was literally your live chat. Like
Doc Cypher, was it Doc Cypher, or maybe it was the Prepared Scotsman was like building IFAX as they were listening to us.
That's pretty cool. Hey, you guys, I have questions. I have the questions I had from the.
It's not Q&A time.
No,
this is what happens when you're late.
No, what? I mean, I guess it's still last week's video too. But yeah, we'll save them for Q&A time. That's fine. Was there any new 2A? And I'm skipping us ahead, but was there any actual 2A news we're saving?
So there was something. It was funny because last week I talked about how there was like good news in the 2A world and bad news in the 2A world, and I only talked about the bad news last week. And it wasn't until
no good news.
There is some good news. Well, potentially. I'm not going to throw an armed scholar at you.
Some super exciting news. Maybe in 3 weeks they'll maybe look at it. That's it. That's the whole video. Let's talk for 15 minutes about that, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about 15 minutes on SDI. So Doc Cypher is asking. Oh, he says I was stocking my Eberly stock. He got that medic pack, I think. I got an email from LA Police Gear today, and they had this medic pack that they were shown from a company called Tasmanian Tiger, and it kind of reminded me of like a little bit like the Mystery Ranch Rats pack, but not $800. It was only $200 and some odd dollars. But it had like the clear compartments inside, and I think it was pre-labeled like trauma, evac. It seemed pretty cool. I hadn't heard of this company, Tasmanian Tiger. I don't know if it's like some Australian company or whatnot. Endless Possibilities says, been working my ass off. What was the good news? So typically we save it for the 2A section at the hour mark of the video. When we talk all things.
Yeah, but you were supposed to talk about it last week and you never did. So I'm just saying.
Well, now he'll have nothing to talk about at the hour mark, though, if he talks about it.
So if I talk about it now,
then
we don't have what do we do at the hour mark?
Yeah, this is the BS. We'll do Q&A and then we'll do the 2A. The Q&A one will be good. Jason, I do one I got to tell you about, though. So you guys aren't aware of this, but Jason and I in the background haven't been able to coordinate our schedules to kind of like look at shots for prep. And normally
I already know that it's
normally
I'm going to be walking 16,000 steps.
Yeah.
And we're going to be jumping all over the place. And I don't even know who we're seeing yet.
Yeah, that's the best part. So normally Jason handles this and he's like, dude, we're not going to put that there. They're by here. I'm just throwing people in slots. And literally, like, you're going to be so mad because it's like when one time period ends, there's another one right behind it. So it's like, I was like looking at it. I was like, what are we going to teleport? Are we going to teleport to that? Whatever. I'll figure it out. Jason will figure it out.
Israel Ramirez says, hey, Walsh, greetings from the land of the rising sun.
Oh, well, hello.
I don't know if he means Japan or California.
Another different. Yeah, so I'm super excited for when Jason sees this and he just swears at me of like, what is this? Like, oh yeah, we have a lot of people.
It is funny. Like this is 3 years in a row now. And I'm sure it's going to be the same way where I'm going to look at the schedule and I'm going to be like, okay, we got to go over. Like I memorized the SHOT Show map. Like we got to go here. Do you see the Glock? We're going to turn right here. And these guys are always like, I don't know how you know where we're going. Like, trust me.
I don't remember where I'm at. Like half the time, like Jason, what he'll do, we'll be walking and I'll get distracted or be stuck talking to somebody and he'll be like, nope. He'll like grab my shoulders like, nope, you don't got time for that. You got to go. Like, I think you guys. It's a good time. Jason definitely to stay on schedule. Like, bro, we have to walk 8 minutes and we have 4 minutes to get there. Like, you got to say bye to those people.
I got my toddlers like banging on my door right now.
Okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
You can see the front of the truck right now?
Yeah. Yeah, careful with that.
Yes.
You're probably showing as much of that as you can.
Doc Cypher says, what did the do croak? I've been on leave and staying away from anything. Army, what? Maybe I missed a croak comment?
I don't know. He's definitely Army, though.
Anyone want to touch on both big events yesterday involving Army NCOs? That was bizarre. Like
they're NCOs?
They were both NCOs, yeah.
One was retired, one was active duty, or what?
No, I want to say one was active duty, the other one was separated.
Which one?
So this was the Trump Tower V-bed and the New Orleans the guy that drove into the New Year's Eve parade crowd.
Which one was active? I'm assuming the
Trump Tower guy.
Trump Tower.
Yeah.
He probably
SF guy from Germany. But it was okay, so again, tinfoil hat, right? I don't put this on very often, but both of them were stationed at Fort Bragg at one point. They both rented trucks. Happened to be like they both rented electric trucks. One was a Ford Lightning, one was a Cybertruck from the same company.
But it's not. It's not technically. Yeah, it's okay. So that company is like Airbnb for cars, and a lot of military people know it because when they deploy, right? Like especially, I live by an Army base, Carson. So when they deploy for 6 months or a year or whatever, they drive their car over to the Colorado Springs airport and they park it in the parking lot and then they put it on there. And then people pay them. It's like an Airbnb only for a car. So somebody will rent it for 3 days and then just leave it at the airport again.
Interesting. Josh says it's the water from Fort Bragg. So the other thing that was kind of weird, the attempted shooter for Trump, the guy that the Secret Service saw like the barrel of the gun or something, and they chased him and like local police arrested him, the Ryan Routh guy, also has 174 visits to Fort Bragg. So all three of these guys spent a lot of time at Fort Bragg. And so the question came up like, dude, what is happening at Fort Bragg?
Wasn't there that crazy murder at Fort Bragg a while ago?
Oh, dude, no, that was Fort Hood. There a bunch of them?
Oh, that was Fort Hood. That's what it was. Yeah. Like the girl got diced up or something crazy. Like, wait, what?
Doc Cypher said someone peed in the water more when it changed to Fort Liberty.
I didn't.
Here we go. So Croak says Fort Bragg thing, not a big deal. Half the damn Army cycles through there if they're in long enough. Okay.
That's better. That's good to know. And I guess that's interesting to know.
Yeah, dude, but it got to be coordinated, right? They had to have known each other, dude. It has to.
To some degree.
You don't pick the same exact day. Well, I guess on the first. I mean,
well, so the other thing was like the Tesla guy, the active duty dude, ended up killing himself. I think he stayed in. He was like stayed in the car when it went off.
Yeah, he detonated in the car, from what I'm hearing.
And then you look at those cans of racing fuel that are like $110 per like.
They're more than that.
Coffee can size of fuel.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird, man.
Okay, so he was supposed to be what, special forces, right?
Yeah, he was a 10th Special Forces group.
Okay, so they know a few things, right? They know some things because they've seen some things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody with half common sense knows that, number one, racing fuel, a higher octane. That's why it's racing fuel. It's like aviation gas, dude. 110 octane. So the burn rate, the flash point is way higher. Like it's not good. That's like using diesel instead of gasoline. You wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, it's in a metal container and he didn't even open it. Like none of that makes sense. None of it does. So and if you told me, hey Joe, you need to get gasoline in order to make the explosion more effective, my first thought is not, well, let me go pay $200 for 5 gallons of race gas.
Right.
It's go to Walmart, buy a gas can, go to gas station, fill up gas can.
If
anybody
crappy can that will probably not hold the fluid very well.
Right. And honestly, for me, I'm going to pour it in a 5 gallon bucket and leave tops off and let it spill around all the way over there. Like,
why not?
Well, gasoline not flammable. The liquid is not flammable, and the fumes are flammable.
Bailey Luke says the New Orleans guy had the same type of bomb in the back of the Ford Lightning, but it didn't go off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With the racing gas and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
So it definitely coordinated.
Danny says, let's get super tinfoily. If Iran was blackmailing them into action based on data harvested in one of the recent federal database hacks, would the FBI tell us?
No,
not at all.
Hey,
I think we're all.
Did you hear about that guy building bombs? Like he was like making all kinds of bombs that had all this like volatile explosives. Like it can explode if it's exposed to temperature for too long. I don't know quite what it was. So the neighbor like flagged him because I guess he blew off 3 of his fingers. So all of a sudden he was just short a bunch of fingers. But so super volatile stuff. I don't know exactly. Someone's gonna correct me. No, you're gonna tell me what the name of it is in the comments. He had in his refrigerator and put a sign that says "Do not touch" with his kids and his wife getting things in the refrigerator, and it would have just like it's like C4, but it just obliterated them.
Dude, what was that movie? Vertical Limits. Remember that movie?
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that.
That's how that was. Whatever explosive that they got from the Russian or whatever to go save his sister. That's how that stuff was. Like if you shook it, it blew up.
Yeah, I think it was like if it was so volatile. Yeah, if you shook it, you bumped it, or if it
got warm,
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't even that. It was like any quick variation in temperature just immediately explodes. And so he just had it in his refrigerator. Just said like, do not touch, like danger, don't touch. Like I think of that like, hey man, this is a Jello experiment. Like, hey, don't mess with this. This is an old hamburger.
Hey, I do gotta say he had a house in order. If he said not to touch it, nobody did. Well, yeah, he had his house in order at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently the neighbor noticed his hand all blown off and notified the authorities.
That's
Dan says, is Walsh wearing transition lenses? The tint is interfering with practice.
Like I'm trying to aim at you, I can't.
No. Croak says, thought you were talking about the guy with a non-stamped SBR that also was making bombs. They got him on the SBR. A cop buddy turned him in.
Maybe that was the guy. But so whatever the guy is that blew off 3 of his fingers and had all these explosives in his refrigerator. There was another piece about him having an SBR, but I don't know why, but people were really harping on the SBR side, and I was like, stop! Like, who cares?
Making bombs.
Yeah, he's making bombs. Who cares if he has a gun that's 11.5 inches and it should be 16 with this brace or that side? Like, nobody cares. Like, that's stupid nonsense.
So stupid, dude.
This is interesting. So Doc Dole says FBI said the Trump hotel bomber had a gunshot wound to the head, but video doesn't show the gunshot after arrival to the hotel. No mention of bullet hole from the bullet after it passed through the head. I will say, it's weird, man. I worked investigations in the military. We had a suicide one time of an Air Force civilian that committed suicide and shot himself in the head. And where the bullet ended up was like someone saw him do it in his truck. There was no doubt that he did it. And where the bullet ended up was nowhere near where I thought it would have gone.
Well, I mean, if you think about it too, and I don't know enough about Cybertrucks because they're stupid, but couldn't he have actually like done the action
and then self-drove?
And then self-driven there. Yeah. It would be funnier if it would have rammed into something then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, it's a win-win. Either it makes it or it doesn't. But either way, it's going to be interesting.
Croak says the press conference said it was a 50 AE. Not sure what that does to a noggin, but kind of doubted it'd be pretty. Dude, I would think that the noggin would not be there.
But why? I guess I don't understand the why. Like, okay, let's say tinfoil hat. Like, that's so that he, there's some foul play involved. Why would you use a round that's so large that it's obviously identifiable?
Yeah.
And same with if you're gonna, take care of yourself. Why would that be the round of choice? I mean, maybe so there's no return, but I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's a lot that doesn't make any sense.
That, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if they would have had a 3-day waiting list, maybe he wouldn't have gotten that gun.
Yeah, it would have definitely saved him. So what was the point of? I don't want to say either one. I mean, I'm sure the NOLA one is a little bit more obvious in the point. But what was the point of the Cybertruck one besides internet memes?
I have no idea, dude. Like, I don't know anything about both of them.
Yeah.
It's
Croak
so
says
stupid.
The glass and the door panels will stop handgun rounds, so not seeing any signs of the exit could be hand waved away. Of course, there was not going to be an exit from the door because the doors are bulletproof.
But like, I think we're all thinking he would have had to have made the shot while parked.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that. Well, I guess you would still see. Even you're right, though. It had to have happened somewhere.
He had to like. I don't know enough about self-driving.
No, he couldn't have self-drove because there's certain things like there's a camera that actually looks at you now, and you have to touch certain spots on the steering wheel every so often, or else the vehicle will pull itself over to the side of the road and put its hazards on, and then try to wake you up somehow. I don't know how it tried to wake you up with sounds or vibration or whatever.
Just shakes, just like that's what it was. It understood he was asleep, so it just pulled over to the side, tried to wake him up, blew up.
There you go.
That's what happened.
You up now?
I saw one thing on Instagram that kind of made me mad. Like, it was like, good job, Elon Musk, for making a car so terrible that we can't tell if it was just a Tesla doing a normal Tesla thing or a terrorist attack or something like that, or somebody blowing it up. I'm like, you're dumb.
Well,
you're dumb.
It is interesting that they picked a vehicle like that because those lithium batteries can burn in a way that.
That's why they did it. I think. I think both of them.
You can't put them out in the water. You have to let it just like
right. Like they submerge them in water for three months and then pull them out and they spontaneously combust again.
Yeah.
But that is a testament to. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Tesla fanboy, but that's a testament to Tesla. Like, look what happened to that vehicle, and it didn't catch on fire. Like, good job.
I didn't see anything but the footage where it was on fire. So I'll be honest with you. Like, that's really.
No, I mean it didn't catch on like true fire, like lithium battery fire.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Endless Possibility says, I know crap about it, but I thought I heard that the Cybertruck explosives were really firework mortars. If you watch the video and it looks like fireworks going off.
Dude, the beginning part of that video, tell me the initial fireball of that video doesn't look like really crappy 1980s CGI. Like from the first Terminator, bro.
Well, I saw somewhere it was like the explosion was so bad it didn't even like bust the windows of the front.
That's because they're bulletproof.
Oh no, you're talking about
Trump Tower?
Oh no.
Could be
like the revolving doors and stuff. Like those windows didn't even break.
Well, dude, it wasn't a true explosion. That's like That's like when you dump a whole bunch of gas on the burn pit and then you throw a match. It's like a big woof.
Like, Mom, we made a bomb. Like, no, you're.
Yeah, it's no. Like anybody with the Jolly Roger cookbook or the the anarchist cookbook could have done better. Like, you could have done better with making CO2 bombs, bro.
I mean, I hate to say, but you could have watched just a little bit of references from like Mythbusters, where they're like, "Hey, we're not going to talk about anything with fertilizer." Like, okay, no,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, that costs $7 for 2 pounds. Like, okay,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad.
What are you doing?
Which tells me that they weren't serious. You know what I mean?
Or competent. Like, it seemed like just
Yeah.
so,
This
like,
wasn't planned.
well, it just seems like there's two battling things happening at once. That the person is so insanely intelligent that they did this, but then also so equally incompetent that they
messed it up.
that they performed it in this manner. Like, I can't understand how you're equally so stupid and so smart simultaneously.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get off that topic. Walsh has some questions for us, so let's get into our Q&A portion before we go too far down a rabbit hole. Well, that didn't work.
Wheel. How'd you get the wheel on there?
It's a built-in thing now that EV Mux has.
Is it good? Or can you spin it? Let me see.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Just spin it.
You want to do it real quick?
I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, also, shout out to everyone who's been sick this holiday. Good God, me and Jason shared a story about how we were both just deathly sick, and everyone I run into, like he, Michael Farley, talking about too, just been god awful ill. So yeah,
yeah, dude. It went through our house too. It was terrible.
How to?
It was like 3 weeks I was sick.
Yeah, I'm still not really over it.
Yeah,
sinuses, dude.
Yeah, just a regular guy here too. What is this from?
This is from a giveaway we did. Oh man, I don't even remember when.
When Walsh was in here.
I don't remember how. Yeah,
you don't know how to work. Click on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ready?
We were probably giving away something. Didn't we give away something Walsh was wearing?
That noise is one of the top 10 most annoying things I've ever heard. That's
not more annoying than Jason chewing.
That's pretty horrible. Like, anybody who's watching right now, they're like, "Make it stop!" Like, why are you just randomly testing?
60 seconds.
Yeah, we put it for 60 seconds. That's right.
God.
This is when we gave away all the A-Jac stuff.
Oh, so not only did you punish them with that, they had to listen to this sound before they won it
3 times. Yeah. We gave away the plate carrier setup, we gave away the plates, and we gave away the medical kit.
100% we're using this for the Shaw belt, because I want to make
when are we giving that away?
We'll do it next week. We'll do the Shaw belt next week. I gotta take all the stuff off of it.
Yeah, you don't get stuff.
It'll be a good lead in. Oh, when we're gonna tell people we're gonna do the same.
Yay!
Every year, right? Nathan, you didn't win anything. We're just testing this. We're gonna do the same thing we do every year, where we're gonna do a.
Nathan's like, I'm here. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm here.
I was pooping.
Joshua
says, "Is the wheel for Walsh's multicam pants?"
Oh, we could. I have a lot of multicam pants. No, we're gonna do the same thing we always do on Cha Cha, right? Try and do 2 of the bins again.
Yeah. Yep.
We always go like the condition one guy. Whatever. I'm not even gonna talk to him this year. I'm just gonna walk by, grab 2 of them, and leave. Like, not even explain what I'm doing. I'm like,
that's the plan.
Yeah. So you guys will get some cool bins, but we're gonna avoid talking to him. And so it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
With so many
if he does talk to you, hold on. If he doesn't talk to you, you need to. What was that movie where she just punched him in the nads and said, "You know why"? You need to do that. Only say Joe says hi.
Yeah. People probably don't know the backstory, but yeah, there's a lot of companies we're learning we don't like talking. Like, I use their stuff, but I'm refusing to talk about it because kind of the same note. Like, if there's really good people and a really good company and they make kind of a crappy product, or they're learning to make a better product, we'll help them kind of
work with
along the way and work with them and be like, hey, here's a way to improve it. But you guys are such good dudes. Similarly, if they're absolutely horrible people and make good products, I'm still not interested. I may use it, but I am angry about it.
Hate field.
yeah. Okay.
Speaking of that, real quick, Maurice has a question.
Oh.
Hello, I have a question. Have any of you ever fired the Springfield St. Victor AR-15 rifle? What is your opinion about that AR-15 rifle? Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you, Joe Wizard.
It's like any other AR-15, and it's overpriced because it's a complete gun. Build your own, Maurice.
Yeah. So Croak chimed in also, kind of saying there's better choices at that price point. Just know, Maurice, if you buy a upper and a lower, there's kind of like a 15 to 20% tax for you pushing in 2 pins. So be aware of that. I highly recommend, if you get on our Discord, we can give you a lower we recommend, which is a lower is a lower. It doesn't matter if it's some magical company, unless you want Ambi for some reason. But then you can get a nice upper and just connect them together. I highly recommend you go that route, getting these separate upper and separate lower. You'll probably save $200 or $300, and you're not going to get.
Arrow has like up to 30% off their entire website right now.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I would go get an Arrow built lower, and then get an Arrow upper with one of the premium barrels, and you're going to have a fantastic setup.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to get everybody else involved in this. Well, if they'd like to, let's see if they want to. But so I kind of want to ask you guys the same question. Oh wait, Arrow has the Ambi lower. Is it actually out? Did Arrow ever?
Yeah, it's out. Pro.
Don't do that.
No.
Hey, Munich Legend Wizards new Haley D3 belt. Any use or possible review?
I don't think I've.
Are you actually commenting from Munich, from the fatherland?
What are you saying from Munich? Oh, Munich Legend.
Munich Legend.
Haley D3, but I'll bring it up so I can take a look at it. Maybe we could take a look. We can bring it up. People like to see belts. Looks like a
Prepper Book Club. What's up, gents? What's going on, dude? Dude,
Hey,
Brownies for my fat. Freaking posted in Discord. He got a drunk jumped him on New Year's Eve. He's just a picture of him in the hospital. He's okay though.
Making sure he's okay. Hey, this one.
A drunk. A drunk person jumped him and beat him up?
Whoa. Hold on. Munich Legend just said negative. I'm a German Mexican who loves BMWs from Texas. LOL.
Noted. Okay.
So you like heat and punishing yourself. Got it.
Mm-hmm. And paying extra for car maintenance that you don't need to.
Yeah. Paying extra.
I thought you guys were going to try to make fun of his German or Mexican heritage.
No, both those things are fine.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Those are great. Yeah.
I mean, question. You like heat, I immediately thought of something that I should not have thought of.
Okay. Hey, all right. So we're going to switch gears. So the kids made questions for me over the holidays. By the way, that D3, the Haley D3 belt looks like it has a Nexus ratcheting attachment. I will see if we can get one of those. Okay. So these are the same questions that I did over the New Year's video for you guys, and the viewers can chime in too.
Okay.
We'll start with, whoever wants to go first. What are the first 2 things you would grab if you wake up and it's the zombie apocalypse?
Oh.
Like, poop. Zombies outside.
Our family doesn't count, right? Grabbing a wife.
Assume like pants and underwear and like the stupid stuff. Don't be like, I'm gonna put on socks. Like, okay, you're
first 2 things.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine.
Assume you're suited and booted and all your family. Like, okay, I just need to grab my
AR.
Yeah, which one are you gonna get?
My go to war one. That's in my wrong house coffee table.
The arrow. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think I would take my Ruger 1022.
Oh, for zombies?
Yeah, if it's zombies, I could carry so much more ammo.
Remind me not to be around you in a zombie takeover.
Me and Joe are like shooting big guns. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and Jason's over like, being super effective. Like, I'm so effective.
Yeah, they're gonna come after you guys for the loud noise.
He's gonna be like, "But look, I have a bucket of 1,000 rounds," and I'm gonna be like, "Look, I have a truck bed full of 10,000 rounds."
And he's gonna go back to what he was doing.
No, I would have
Jason, go get us
in a backpack.
Right, that's fine.
Have 10,000
and I'll be like
in your truck,
in the bed of a truck.
You're gonna grab your truck keys.
No,
I didn't. Grab your AR.
I'll go back for those.
Dude, Garrett Wilson, zombies have weak thighs. Take them out.
Yeah, So what's your second thing, Jason?
Yeah.
No, you say your second thing, and then I say my second thing.
The giant roll of duct tape that I have.
For zombies?
Yes, dude. Bro.
I gotta hear this.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason.
Hear me out. Okay? Have you ever tried to bite through 2 pieces of duct tape?
So let me get this right. The number one way you're going to stay alive during the zombie apocalypse is to cover yourself in 2 layers of duct tape.
1,000,000%, dude. 1,000,000%. How do you get infected by a zombie? How?
They got to bite you. You're not wrong.
They bite you. So I am going to cover at least my arms and my legs, dude.
Like duct tape.
Yes, 100%, dude. I'm going to wrap it around. And maybe even some of my traps in my neck. Yeah, I'm gonna make a suit of armor out of duct tape for me and my family, and we're gonna get after it, dude. Because I want to take my plate carrier, right, for the riding and looting afterwards. You know what I mean? Right. They go in hand, but the immediate threat is not letting my wife turn into a zombie. So I'm gonna duct tape her up, bro.
Dude, yeah. John Miller says magazines and duct tape.
Yep.
Purple says shoes and a gun.
Use magazines wrapped in duct tape.
John Miller says, "Hell of a waxing when you take that off."
Yep.
But imagine
but I'm not a zombie.
Coming to a survivor, like they open the door to the survivor camp, and they like, oh my god, like nobody's made it this far. How'd you make it? And Joe's like, you don't want to know. And he's just like, ow, ow. I can't confirm or deny. I can't tell you if it's worth it or not, to be honest.
So I don't know about the people listening, but I know with you two 100%, you guys didn't even think of that. And now you're thinking dang it, that's actually kind of smart.
That's pretty smart.
Jason will never admit it, but
no, it was very smart.
Yeah, Preppy Book Club says, can we just take a moment and enjoy the Joe camp? He's actually I'm gonna say right now, he's actually been doing some pretty good stuff on that track today. So I have to.
I know I should make that the focal point as we're doing this.
Right. What car do you all want to see? Do you want to see the Jeep or the dedicated rut crawler?
Robert Doc Dole says walking or running zombies.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. When I think of zombie, I think of World War Z zombies. So,
and honestly, if that was the case, I'd probably go with an AR.
But Walking Dead zombie, I'm popping them with 22s.
Yeah, 22 all day, man. My second thing. What would my second thing be?
I already took the best thing, so you can't choose duct tape.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna be like 10 sweatshirts.
The armor coat.
my chainmail.
To be fair, my MSA Paraclete does have a neck protector, like Kevlar. A Kevlar neck protector.
You gotta last 1 mile on that thing before you ditch it.
No,
right?
That thing is gone. It is off of that thing.
And you've seen World War Z, right?
Yeah.
Where she gets bit on the arm.
Yeah, just imagine if she had duct tape on, man.
Yeah, she wouldn't have got bit. She would still have an arm.
Just imagine like the number one way to beat zombies is like going medieval on them, like chainmail and armor. Like you can't. They can't do anybody around normal.
I know the people that have messed with duct tape and have it's bunched up, right? Like you've spun it into a rope, or it's bunched up and you're trying to even cut through it with a knife or tear it. Like one piece of duct tape, you can grip and tear, or you can bite and tear, right? Fold it in half and try to do the same thing.
Possible.
Not happening.
Yeah. Huh? I'd be willing to bet that I could make a dog bite suit out of this. Well, I wouldn't take that bet, but it would be close, dude.
It'd be funny if Joe
but the dog would break your bones. You just wouldn't have punctured skin.
True.
You wouldn't turn into a dog zombie. That would be good. But
right, but even with a zombie, I would rather have a broken bone than punctured skin. You're not a zombie if you have a broken bone.
I think I love how Joe solved every movie ever. Dude, just wear duct tape.
Where's your duct tape?
Yeah,
it's such a good option that I can't even think of a good second thing that I would take.
I'm gonna if he shows up in a duct tape coat, I'd be like
pass it over, dude.
Be smart.
Pass it over.
You win.
All right.
Like
Josh
I would be a target, dude. People would be trying. Like I'm trying to kill people for food. People are trying to kill me for my duct tape.
Old Dirty Shinobi said, "Dude, just get a cowboy duster. It's better than duct tape, noob."
What is?
Yeah,
It's
no,
a cowboy duster.
Yeah,
dude. I'm not. It's like a thick rawhide jacket, pretty much. Or
no.
you could say the same thing with like a biker get up. You know, chaps and a
Yeah, I don't think
leather jacket.
Joe has a good enough beard to wear a cowboy duster.
No, and the whole point of this is I'm going to share with my friends. Like I'm going to duct tape my wife up. I'm going to duct tape myself up. Like I'm a cowboy duster, and I don't own one, so I can't grab it out of the closet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, the cowboy dust. I need to get Joe one of those for Christmas. Okay. All right. Next question. Because it would be look awesome on him. Okay. What would your mom be proud you had with you if you got lost in the woods?
Water.
Okay.
My shoes. I don't know, dude.
Not normally. What do you try to bring with you out in the woods? Getting was a weird way of asking, like, what would you bring out in the woods with you?
What would your mom be proud?
Yeah, like, oh, he got lost in the woods. Like, oh, thank God he had that with him.
A knife.
A water filter?
Ooh, that's a good one. Water filter.
Yeah.
Knife, of course. Which knife?
Just my regular pocket knife. This one.
Bailey, look, a GPS. That is also a solid option. Like oh, I got lost in the woods. Like
Josh says crayons for drawing.
Or eating. Or snacks.
Hair gel. Garen Wilson said a hair gel. And I don't know if
is it flammable? It's probably flammable, dude.
Your favorite libertarian of my Bible.
Nice.
How's that? I mean, just so you could. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Burn the page for heat and find solace while you're there, dude. Like
you can read a good line and then just it's gonna keep me warm now, and then eat it. Okay, here's a more random one. What's the best place to store a sandwich / pizza?
In Walsh's stupid backpack that he buys for his plate carrier that he can't get to.
Most of them are removable.
Not with it on your body.
Zach Fett said Munich Legend rolling in with the first held for review comment of the night.
Oh, I hope it's good.
Dude, congratulations, Munich Legend.
Yeah. High five.
Yeah, that's good.
Old Dirty Shinobi says $89 on eBay. I just checked. Keeps rain off you, keeps you warm. Zombies can't bite through it. Aesthetically pleasing. Duster for the win.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at these pictures of these people with the duster on, and
if I had one, I would grab it, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would grab it.
I don't think,
but hopefully that's already included because, like, I didn't have to say boots and pants and everything else.
I don't know if you're cool enough to wear one of these.
Probably not.
Like a Carhartt. Oh, it's on sale. A Carhartt men's duster. Dude, this is $60. It's like 50% off.
Dude, Munich Legend just said, what? They're for protection. I want to know what the original comment was.
If I had my space cowboy gun, I'd be cool enough, bro.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Joshua says, in a sandwich pouch that you guys haven't made yet.
True.
Imagine, what if we made that? Like, we make nothing, but it's just yeah. So Garen Wilson says, all sandwiches should come with a Capri Sun. Hide it in my stomach. How would it be if we had a Capri Sun pouch? Like, it doesn't hold anything except for a Capri Sun. Like, hey, yeah, you can put this on your belt. Holds a Capri Sun. It doesn't hold anything.
With an elastic band on the side for the straw.
Look, bro, it was super small though. But yeah, this is a Capri Sun pouch. It's for like one of those super special rolls you're on, and you need to bring some of it.
You need hydration quick.
You need the fruit punch.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So what's something? Oh, go ahead, Jason. Sorry, you said yours.
Pepper Book Club Ziploc bag stapled to my plate carrier.
There you go.
SFAC sandwich first aid kit.
We should make that one. Okay, so this is an easy one. What's something you think everyone should buy?
Sandwich holster.
The Capri Sun
holster. No. The Capri Sun. No, okay. What's something
like something you have that you think everybody should have? Like, oh, this thing I have is awesome. I'm gonna use it all the time.
Well, if you'd asked me 5 minutes ago, it probably would have been some sort of firearm, but now it's a damn duster.
Joe's RC truck.
Now, from the fun we've had, the duster. I'm telling you, I don't like. I'm happy with my beard, but I don't think it's good enough for some of these dusters I'm seeing here. It's from manlytshirt.com. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be.
Dude, did you see what's his name on Yellowstone before Yellowstone?
Kevin Costner?
No. The dude that wearing the duster.
Oh, what the hell's his
Rip?
name? Rip, yeah, Rip Wheeler.
Yeah. He was the dude in the mansion on Too Fast, Too Furious. I'll take my cutter back. That dude.
Oh, really? That's him?
Yes, that's him.
Crap.
Like, the duster makes the man. Duh.
Crazy. Did you see that one from
Doc Cypher says bacon and maple syrup.
Just ran.
Bailey Luke says a toilet. Looking at you, India.
If you've been there,
that's a tough one. What's one thing that I would want everyone to buy?
Like, what's some gear that you just love? Like, it's the one you always go to.
Oh, it has to be gear.
Well, no. It could be. I mean, just trying to give you help you out.
Honestly, I would say like a 1911.
So I'm going to be more practical. I'm going to say
life insurance. I knew you were going to do that, dude.
My cousin passed away at like 30 some odd years old from a he was a motorcycle rider and got hit by a drunk driver, and just seeing his wife and kids struggle after he passed away. I think term life insurance, you get a 20-year term, you spend those 20 years building up your personal wealth, but over that 20 years, if anything happens to you, your family's covered. Like my wife, if something were to happen to me, my wife and my family are good. Right. And by the time that term is done, my hope is I have enough wealth saved up that if I were to pass away after the term is up, they're good. They're covered.
Yeah.
So life insurance.
I have enough right now that I have to worry about how mad I make my wife. I'm not gonna lie.
like I gotta be nicer because she may be better off without me. Like, not.
Yeah, I think between all the different stuff that I have like 600 or 700,000.
Josh says Walsh is Rick Grimes, Joe is Negan, and Jason is the Glenn. Isn't Glenn the one that gets his head bashed in by Negan?
Then, yep, that's accurate.
I mean, not totally wrong.
Yeah. Hyper Book Club says Joe's going to end up on a true crime podcast.
All right, let me do some more of these.
We've got time for about one more before 2A news.
Yeah, okay. If your friends or family are coming to visit, what are you showing them first?
Camaro.
Fair.
Oh, probably my 50 Beowulf and a 50 Beowulf round.
Yeah, because it is
like they're like,
really?
Oh, this is a cool gun, and then I show them the round. They're like, holy crap, this shoots that.
Are those D batteries? Yeah, you can just stuff D batteries in there.
This is like a semi-auto 12 gauge.
And it shoots like it.
It looks like a brass 12 gauge.
Oh. Okay, we'll just skip a couple.
That makes me proud. I built those.
Yeah, dude.
Built this city.
Yeah, they're so fantastic.
I have it up here? No,
what's something that you thought you'd hate but actually liked?
What's something I thought I hated?
Yeah, I thought you like either review or you looked at it like, oh, I'm gonna hate that, and then you tried it out and you actually really like this.
Dude, I have to eat crow right now. I don't like doing this. It tastes terrible.
What?
Trigicon armor.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. So a little bit of backstory. Joe was in police training, and he was like, "Guys, I really love this RMR."
I remember that. Yeah.
And we were like dogged it for like hours. Like, yeah, just pile it on. Just pile it on.
Yep.
I
deserve every second of it.
Because he would make fun of me so much for the red dot, and he's like, God, I hate today. Like, yeah, I really love this RMR. And I was like, really? Of all of them, that one? He's like, it's Walsh, it's so good. He like nerds out on it. I'm like, Yes.
It is. I like this so much. As a matter of fact, I put it on my favorite handgun. I own one, and I am really seriously considering. I think I'm actually going to buy it for the hate-filled Echelon.
Nice.
My go-to-war gun. I'm going to buy a tan one for that.
Taking off the optic to change the battery is dumb.
I know.
That is true.
Really annoying.
I know. I hate everything about it, dude. I'm not happy about this. This isn't a good moment for me. I'm not even going to try to convince you it's good.
Doesn't make me proud.
No. That'd be like if I rode in a Ford and liked it. Like, I'd be so disappointed in myself.
Man, that's a tough one. It's easier for me to say, like, what was something that I bought that I thought I was going to like and I ended up hating?
Mm-hmm.
But something that I thought I would hate.
You could switch it around.
CMMG 9mm. Yep.
No, I didn't think I was going to hate it. Power block dumbbells. If you look at power block adjustable dumbbells,
I'm gonna look this up. Power block. This channel.
Those are the ones that you had in training, right? In 2010, with the bar that go into the side and locks it in, the forked bar, the double forked bar.
Oh yeah, I got a new set though.
Yeah, those are good, dude.
It's like the $600 ones. Those are expensive.
Yeah, bro.
No, I didn't.
Not when you compare it to all the weights.
Which weight do you have? The 60 pounds?
Sport EXP. I think it goes up to 55.
Okay, yeah, I see this. Yeah, so like 300. It's still.
I spent $199.
Yeah, and price dumbbell in 5-pound increments from 5 all the way up to 55.
Yeah, Joshua says the adjustable ones. Yep, adjustable. They're adjustable in 2.5 pound increments from 10 pounds up to 55.5 pounds.
Hey, good news.
You hate them?
I thought I was going to hate them.
Sorry, Jason. Joe. Sorry, go ahead.
There was nobody in the gym today. I mean, I went super early, but there was nobody in the gym today.
It's because everybody goes, well, it's International Chest Day on Monday. And then tomorrow I'm going to go lift. I'm going to regret it because on Friday, that's when everybody remembered that they didn't work out all week. So they have to hurry and do it that one day.
Mm-hmm. Zach Bet says, I hate the thing.
Oh, what's the thing?
The thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh, thing 1 and thing 2. Yeah. But then did you end up liking it? I guess I ended up liking the video that you made regarding it.
Dude, I love that it's still up. It's still making people mad. Like to this day, like they haven't let that go. That makes my heart just like swell with joy.
Yeah, you're the Grinch after he heard all the Who's singing.
Okay, we got 60 seconds. What's something you'd spend your paycheck on over food?
That's easy, dude. Like not including food.
Retirement. I put money into like my TSP.
You're such an old man, dude.
Yeah, like Jason got retirement and life insurance.
Life insurance, bro. Go put some Ben Gay on and watch Matlock, bro.
Hey, you take Matlock's name out of your dirty whore mouth.
Okay, Joe, like listen to this. It's like he meets a genie and he's like, okay, you can ask for any 3 things. Like, okay, I'll take life insurance.
Yes, I get some life insurance, bro.
Retirement and some of the loafer penny shoes with Matlock on all day. Bro, you didn't even stop to think about it. I was ready for this.
You didn't even try to ask for more wishes. I don't need anything else other than that.
My wife was like, so you have, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like liquid savings, right? Money that's liquid, money that's not liquid. So our liquid savings isn't great. And so she was like freaking out, right? Like financial security is a big thing for a lot of women. And so then I showed her, so she looks at our like checking and savings account. She's like, oh my gosh, there's not a lot in there. Like how are we going to survive when we retire and things like that? And then I showed her my retirement account and she was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Tell her like money that's in your account isn't making money. It's actually losing money because it's losing money to inflation and everything else.
Jason out here with some T-bonds and mutual funds.
Everyone else is talking like, we're gonna buy guns and we're gonna go ride around the neighborhood in our new trucks. Jay's like, I'm gonna be pretty frugal, buy some cheaper food, get some good retirement plans going.
Rice and beans, man. Beans and rice.
I mean, it's funny. As you get older, like you start looking at things like, all right, I'm tired of working, so I don't care about these fancy things. I just want to not do this stupid garbage all day.
It's almost at the point where I could sell one of my houses and pay off all of my debt,
and then
like including my other house.
Yeah,
I'm almost at that point.
And then just do nothing.
Then it's like I can just live off my VA disability forever.
Yeah, that's the plan. I was picking up before we switch modes. I did want to give a big shout out to Croak because he's a reminder for everybody else out there to do their VA stuff. He's still fighting the good fight. He let me know there was an update on his, so it's awesome to hear that he's getting some forward traction with his VA stuff. I know Jay Murphy is still working through his. So if you're someone who's out there who hasn't done your VA disability, please get a hold of one of us. Get a hold of us on Discord. Michael Farley's supposed to be doing his. I remember us talking about this, that he was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So Michael Farley, if you haven't submitted yours, you have until now. Okay. Due to it. Yeah. Your resolution is to do your VA stuff.
VA news. Okay. So hopefully there hasn't been like major change, but the good news, there's 3 assault weapon bans that are kind of in the mix right now for possibly going before the Supreme Court. And I can't remember all the names. One's out of Delaware, one's out of Maryland, one's out of Rhode Island. And January 10th Supreme Court docket actually took the Delaware case, I think is what the one it is on the docket for January 10th. And one of the things that was kind of surprising about that, what we've seen in the Supreme Court usually is they don't take a case until it's gone through everything. It's gone through all the district courts. It's gone through the appeals courts. This one is not. This one has not crossed the finish line in all those other instances. So it was kind of surprising to see it on the Supreme Court docket for January 10th. And fingers crossed that we get some good news out of that from the Supreme Court side. So that's the good news. I think that is good news.
Whoever waited 45 minutes for that, I'm sorry. We totally. Who is that?
You?
Yeah, we totally are. And all we need now is to just change the thumbnail to like a hand and like a face, like he's
grabbing an AR,
grabbing it, like
like
why? What does that have to do with anything? Like, oh, this is a case about something else, but somehow Biden's involved because that makes clicks.
John Miller says it includes the mag restrictions too. I didn't know that. That's good.
That is good. Is that going to include like with the stuff in Illinois, or is that all just totally
separate? It's okay. Illinois separate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just always curious why nobody. I don't know. I think of our.
I'd say the other piece of kind of good news, the Ninth Circuit. I think the Ninth Circuit. Joe probably is going to correct me on this one, or someone else will. I think the Ninth Circuit struck down California's 1 gun in 30-day rule.
Oh.
I think California did a long time ago, but Washington passing theirs, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Which is kind of weird because the Ninth Circuit, Washington's in the same.
In the Ninth Circuit, this is stupid, dude. Like the fact there should be penalty for this.
Yeah.
When you take away somebody's rights by legislating law that you know are unconstitutional, oh man.
No, keep going. I'm
trying not to change my lights to red, dude.
I think this.
When you deliberately and knowingly take away somebody's constitutional rights, knowing that it already been ruled on by your freaking district, dude, like that's no different than kidnapping somebody. That's no different than taking away their freedom or their right of movement, in my opinion. Like you should be prosecuted and you should go to jail for that.
Justin Rush says
that's no different than frauding people.
Casually off-roading midstream. He's been doing it all stream.
Yeah,
so welcome to the stream where we talk about guns and RC off-roading.
And and dusters now. Apparently, that's become a new popular thing. Yeah. If you haven't picked out your own cowboy duster, I highly recommend you Google it because you're gonna need one. And they seem like they're on sale. I was looking; they're actually.
Yeah. So the other
get the matching duct tape
side with Washington is the ammunition. So 1,000 rounds. I think it's 1,000 rounds per 30 days.
Okay, who's like keeping tabs on that? That's the piece I don't know.
I don't know how that would work.
You know exactly how. What do you mean you don't know?
Like
they're gonna make you. They're gonna make a database. They're gonna make you do a background check. They're gonna make you surrender your ID, and they're gonna put it in the database. And then every time that you go in to buy ammo, they're gonna have to check the database on how many rounds that you bought for that, dude.
Right. What I'm saying is like if I were to go, if you have websites that are willing to ship, right? Like, let's say I bought 1,000 rounds from PSA. How would the state of Washington know that I did that?
They're going to make it illegal for you to do that, like California did. What do you mean?
So a company like PSA is going to say, hey, because the state law is this way, we're not going to ship ammo to you unless it's through this proper procedure.
No, your state is going to make it illegal to buy ammo online, just like they did in California.
So you have to buy it through the
You're
FFL.
not allowed. You have to buy your ammo through an FFL in California, right?
Right. Correct.
Yes, that's exactly what Washington's going to do. And you're going to have to go to an FFL, surrender your driver's license, and they're going to have to look you up in the database. Like, dude, you know how I am about the state of Colorado. I'm so ready to leave, dude. Like, I'm ready to leave, and you need to bail out of your state. Like, you need to find a way out of there.
See, I'm all about malicious compliance, though. Like, there has to be a certain level of paperwork that has to happen every single time you buy the ammo.
Like if I were to find, I'm not saying that there is one, but if I were to find a website that, let's say, shipped magazines to Washington that were like that I shouldn't buy in Washington, like that would be a website that I'd want to keep in my back pocket.
Let's see, I'm saying more the other way. I'm going to do everything correctly, but horribly maliciously. So what I would do is I would get 1,000 rounds and I would ship you 1 to 2 of those in separate packages every day, right? And do it to hundreds of people. So you jam up the system so incredibly bad because everyone's receiving one singular round, right? And it's like
so
you can't possibly.
And here's where I think that would backfire. So Washington State has this. I think most folks, I think even in like Colorado and California, when you do a background check, your FFL plugs your name into the database based on what you fill out on the 4473, and it comes back from NICS, green or red, right? You can, yes, you're good to go or not. So the state of Washington passed this law a few years ago where I have to fill out a form. The FFL does not do my background check. They have to send it to the local police, and the police runs a background check, right?
But imagine hundreds of these for single rounds.
Right. But what I'm saying is what had happened is exactly what you're talking about, where they got so inundated that the way the law is drafted, they're supposed to, if you don't get a thumbs up or a thumbs down within 30 days, you're supposed to just get it. And these places were like, no, we're not going to wait until we get the thumbs up from the cops. So they were holding stuff in violation of state law for 54 days, but the state didn't care because less guns that were out there.
Right.
I think the same
over
thing
COVID
happen.
And all that. It was like a 13-day waiting in Colorado because of going through CBI. And what really sucks, Walsh, and where your idea going to get broke, is that it costs money every time it goes through CBI. So the FFL get charged $13 every time they do one. So for every single round now going to cost you over $13.
Could you imagine? Like I have $1,000 in charges.
And
dude,
CBI didn't care. They just when you plugged it in, it would say 13-day wait, average wait time 13 days. They didn't care.
I think that would be a matter.
Seattle passed a city law. It was 5 cents per round of ammo tax. So you think a box of 9mm would cost you $2.50 more than a box the next town over.
Jeez,
because of this tax. That's why there's no gun stores in Seattle anymore.
How far Idaho from you?
Like 2.5 hours.
Oh, perfect, dude. That's in the Midwest. That's the next town over, bro.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal for me. And I go there pretty often. I actually own a house in Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho's not going to check your ID for buying ammo.
No.
And what's so funny is that's what we talked
See
about
how
last
stupid
week.
that is, Washington, you idiots.
And we talked about last week where it was like the effectiveness of the law is based on your proximity to another state. Like the law is more effective if you're further from another state, but it's less like it doesn't make any sense. Like how is the law less effective based off where I live? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good point. But then you get some of these stores like I don't know. I don't want to throw mud at them, but like my gut feeling would be that if I went to the Cabela's in Post Falls, Idaho, which is right on the other side of the border from Spokane, I would think that those guys would not sell to me because they would probably check my ID and they'd probably say, "Oh, you're Washington."
Why would they check your ID for ammo?
Because it's Cabela's.
I'm just gut feeling. They did that for magazines.
I absolutely agree. Like you go to some big box store, like those ones who don't really like that they themselves sell guns.
Well, it doesn't matter because I already told you the workaround for all of this and get a PO box in Idaho. Done. And what's funny is they're so dumb, right? This is how dumb they are. So right now, I can't say nobody. The majority of people aren't mass buying ammo in your state because they think that they have unrestricted access to it.
Right.
You're going to enact this where people can only purchase 1,000 rounds a month, and people that didn't buy ammo a single month all last year are going to max that out every month. They're going to buy 1,000 round every month. It's just like when the new president, like when Obama got into office and there were no guns on the shelf, dude. He was the best seller of firearm that the U.S. has ever seen. Yeah. So was Hillary when people thought Hillary was going to win, right? Like you just made people that weren't stockpiling the biggest stockpilers.
And you have to be cognizant of that because I think people know it from the firearms business too. Of like we're about to see that like quiet down in the Trump era again, where the prices. It's going to be good for us as consumers, but those prices are going to dive bomb again. Remember when we used to get like those arrow lowers for like $60?
Yeah,
it was like nothing.
Yeah,
and now that's not even a thing.
Cajun's saying, so it's a 1,000 round limit and only a single purchase a month. Yes, in Washington State.
But see, they don't realize people like Joe exist. Like if you say to Joe, like, "Hey man, you can only
Pepper Book Club says, I bought level 3 plates off the side of the road here. Dude, what state are you in?
Is Jason?
Well, then you have...
What just happened, Jason?
Is Jason choppy or am I? Oh yeah, he's choppy.
Yeah, it's Jason. What were you saying? They don't understand that there are people like me. What?
Yeah, they don't understand that people like you that exist. Like if I said, Joe, you can only have 5.
You guys still there? I lost network connection.
Oh, okay, yeah. If I say you can only have 5 cups of coffee in a day, right? And you didn't want any yesterday. Now you want 6.
I drink 7.
Yeah. and I don't
1,000,000%.
I don't think lawmakers realize that is a thing. Like people will do it just because someone said they can't. Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, dude. Like I have on hand, I might have a 1,000 5.56 and like 509 mil or something like that. If I was in Jason's predicament, I would now. You asked us besides food, what would you buy? This would be what I changed my thing to. Yeah, like literally, I would stop buying hobby like this, and I'd put all my extra money into buying ammo until I had 20,000 rounds of everything.
It would be funny if they're like, "Why are you buying all this?" Like because you said that I can't.
Yeah, because you limit me to 1,000 a month, so I'm going to stockpile until I think I'm good. And with how tyrannical you are, I think that's going to be 1,000,000.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Jason's internet, but it is fantastic. He came in. I thought he was able to hear us, but maybe not.
We didn't answer him, so he was probably like, dang it, it's still messed up.
He's like, this is crazy.
We just acted like we couldn't hear him.
I don't get. Oh, hey, you back? Are you actually back? Okay, good.
I hope so.
Yeah,
maybe.
I just don't get the one gun per month rule. It kind of is the same that confuses me with like having to reapply for suppressors every time. Yeah. Like,
Maurice said, "Classic Joe, preach Joe, you rock, Sir Wizard."
I didn't enchant the lights red.
Like if you already have one gun, right? Here's my thing. I only have 2 hands, right? And you know what I do really poorly? Shoot 2 guns well, right?
Yeah.
So how is having 2 of them more dangerous than 1? And if I already have 1, who cares if I have 90? You can
right.
I'm not going to shoot. Well, he could shoot 90 at once. Like, no,
dude. Okay, you want to hear, to prove your point? You want to hear what I've decided to do from here, like from 3 months ago on out. So I was made aware about a year ago. I didn't know this, but if you purchase 2 or more handguns, it's a federal law. If you purchase 2 or more handguns, your FFL has to notify your local sheriff's department.
Is it 2 or 3?
It's 2 or more.
Oh, okay, 2 or more. Okay.
Handguns. So now it's my point that I'm never buying 1 handgun. Ever.
It's always my 2.
It's always 2 or more. Like, I want my sheriff to be like, who is this guy?
Why?
Every 6 months we get his name across. We have a stack. He has his own folder.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because he's done this 32 times.
Like, and I'm not trying to be a pain here, but I don't care how many handguns somebody has. They're not.
Their thing is you're buying them for prohibited people.
Yeah, Garen Wilson says 2 pistols in 5 business days from the same FFL.
Yeah.
What about rifles though? Is that
no? It doesn't apply.
It doesn't make any sense. Those are far more dangerous.
I know. It doesn't apply.
When you look at like firearm murders, more people are murdered with a pistol than a rifle, right?
Right, and it's to prevent, third party sale to prohibited people.
Cajun says, "My local sheriff is my uncle. I'm going to show off anyways."
Yeah, dude. But like now, that's my goal is to never buy a single pistol again.
I'm going to do that from now on, Joe. You've inspired me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And wear a duster every single time you're buying it too.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Like, this guy is confusing me. Like, why do you have that? Like, how funny would that be? Like, why do you got that coat on? It's like 80 degrees out. Like, I'm buying 2 pistols today. Again.
Don't worry about it.
Again. Like,
again.
Like, why are you?
Don't worry about it. Yeah. And I think, I'm not sure though, I think it depends on the FFL and how savvy they are. But I think an AR lower, just the lower by itself, I think gets reported. Because it can be a pistol, right? It's an other.
Like, if I did like a pistol and a lower marked as a pistol lower, does that count as being flagged? Because that means I've been flagged.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I've been flagged a whole bunch of times.
Almost Shioni says, "Don't forget to ask weird questions."
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this fully semi-automatic?
Pull a Borat. If I drive this into a crowd, will there be any damage?
Does this one? Do you notify the ATF about this one or that one? I'm like,
yeah,
both. Like, oh, okay, then never mind.
All right. Well, then in that case, if I'm gonna get notified anyway, give me both.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Josh, TLDCO multicam cowboy dusters with the sandwich pouch sewed inside of them.
The inside pocket is like a hard case. It's a hard case that your sandwich slides into.
Cigar case? Yeah, it looks like a cigar case. And like you pull it out and you're like, I'm listening. Let's hear it. And you open it like.
Do you guys have this sandwich Tupperware? Do you have one?
The what?
No.
A sandwich Tupperware?
Yeah, I got one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. But I want it in metal. I want a metal tin.
Yeah.
Like it's cigars.
But it's shaped like the bread. Like I have a Wonder Bread one and I have a dinosaur one.
Perfect.
Like a metal tin in the shape of bread.
Yeah, dude.
Doc Cypher, will my gun shoot me if I buy it? Omi Shioni, where can I get a sandwich morale patch that's good? Do you guys make them yet?
We don't. No. I still have. I got them a long time ago.
No.
This is a good one. What's the percentage of ghost gun in this one?
I'm trying to get 0% on the ghost guns, but
I'm trying to get 100%.
Yeah, I keep seeing them. Mostly they're 100%. We should do that one day, like as a YouTube series. Like we just go in and we ask really weird questions. Like
There's
real
been some
weird.
people that have done that.
Yeah, they'd be so mad. They'd be so like, get these guys out of here.
Dude, the ATF is gonna be at your house.
No, we go to don't
like
go
I am gonna have to go full sovereign citizen.
I will go to Cabela's though. Like
they'd be like, hey, look into this guy. What's he all about? He's all over YouTube, like in comments and stuff, in First and Second Amendment videos, and his sheriff says that he had gotten 32 pistol requests from him.
Old Dirty Shinobi says the only thing I want to see at SHOT Show is a 6 or 8 gauge mag-fed shotgun and an AR platform for drones, cryptids, and the coming alien invasion.
The shotguns work good. I mean, I certainly do against drones.
I would bet so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one will blow out the whole lung, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Omi Shioni.
Hey Walsh, do you want to get some drones and I'll try to shoot them down with shotguns? That'd be a cool video, bro.
We should get some ammo. We should get some. I actually heard. Where was I? Somebody was doing a YouTube video about shooting down drones, and YouTube got super mad.
Oh, I'm sure.
I guess they bought a bunch of cheap drones and were practicing shooting them down, and they got like the channel almost got shut down for over this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like just knocking them out of the sky.
Dude,
holy.
You act like that's like an unattainable thing. Almost getting shot down. If I touch this thing right here and show you what I'm pointing at, we could get shut down.
Oh, that's true. Okay, true. That's true. If we say too many,
I can't touch
words,
that on TV on the live.
Yeah,
I can touch it in a normal video, but I can't touch it on the live video for some reason.
Not on
that is weird.
Town.
Michael Farley, can I get this one with the gun show loophole? I hear they make things easier.
How funny would it be if we go into Cabela's?
No, dude. We walk in and I go, Walsh, which one did you want? And then you point at it, right? And you're like, that one. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, salesman, I want that gun. And I point at the same gun.
No. And then they'd be like, are you buying it for him? Like, no.
No, that's illegal.
What are you talking about? Yeah, why would I do that? No, he has his own money.
You can't do that at all. Like, is this the one? What percent of ghosts is in this one?
Right? Like, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay for it, but I'm buying it for him as a gift. So it's his gun. He didn't do the background check, but I'm gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Josh,
no,
do a background check? Yes. Okay, I'm out.
Okay, I'm out. No.
Or you can say, are there guns here that you don't have to do a background check for? Can I get one of those?
Yeah. So Bailey, this is something interesting. Most people don't realize. Shooting down drones that are not your own is a federal offense. There's no difference between your neighbor's $20 drone and a passenger airline to the FAA. That is very true as a drone pilot. And people say all the time, like, oh, if someone flies their drone over my yard, I'm going to blow it out of the sky. Like, okay, that's the same as you saying, if someone flies a plane over my house, I'm going to blow it out of the sky. Like, they're treated as aircraft. So it's dumb.
Yeah.
Good luck finding me.
Good luck. It's like you'll never find me. I'm gonna blow that. I'm gonna knock that drone down right now, and you're never gonna find me.
Did you see that one where it's a huge industrial crop dusting drone, and it was dusting the guy in personal crops that he didn't want any chemicals on? Did you see that one?
No.
Oh, bro, this thing like the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, bro, and he just walks out with a stick and throws it up in the air into the propellers, and it just wreaks havoc into the ground.
Oh man,
Dude, it was violent. I was like, oh, that's the type of drone that will decapitate you.
Old Dirty Shinobi says, "Base Joe."
Drone.
I don't know what that means.
I've heard this. You're based. He said he heard this from shot before. You can make this full auto, right? Based is like the opposite of woke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's like,
Sweet.
Dude, I don't know. We're too old to know what these things.
Yeah, I am. I'm too old. Riz Wickety Toilet or something, dude.
So my 4-year-old has gotten to saying, anytime something surprises her, she goes, What the Sigma?
What the?
Yeah.
Skibbity toilet.
To the dumb. Okay, let's do the next part.
We're almost. We got to close up shop almost.
Y'all have any of those auto sears?
No, or we don't even engage with them. We just start talking. Like, yeah, dude, I saw that video with a coat hanger, and all we have to do is drill a hole right here, and then we twist up their coat hanger. So this is the one we need right here.
You guys got coat hangers here?
Prepper Book Club says Riz Skibbity is like free traveling, Joe.
Whatever, dude.
I don't think
you're so full of it.
I don't think
you're so full of it.
Next week. So this Sunday. Nocturn. So we're doing the Nocturn Gen 3 katanas. I was out. I don't know if you saw some of the photos I put out on Instagram and some on YouTube. I was out in a field behind some neighbor's house in the middle of the night, running around in night vision and doing some silly stuff. I'm very surprised the cops didn't get called on me, but I did get some cool footage with that. And tentatively, it's not locked up yet, but tentatively, there's a trip me and Jason went on previously that should be the week after this one. So
really,
yeah, hopefully
fingers crossed.
Everything lines up. Yes,
I will say so. I don't know, some kind of behind the scenes. Odin Works. We were chatting with them on social media, trying to get them on the podcast, and all of a sudden they just like started ghosting us. And we found out that their social media person like quit and didn't have login information. Anyways. So I got a message from them today saying, hey, if it's still on, we'd love to come on the podcast. And they asked us to stop by their booth at SHOT Show. So if you guys want to see some stuff from Odin Works, I really love some of the stuff that they do. But we're going to try to get them on the podcast. So I'm working on that right now.
I hope you just didn't tell them Tuesday. We can make Wednesday happen.
No, I didn't make a date at all. They just said to come by when we had time.
I do want to reconnect. They were super. They were really, really kind to us that first year. Like they made all kinds of. They made like a cool. It was like that Glock.
It was an AR mag release.
Oh yeah, with the Jason.
And they laser engraved the Jason mask on it for me. And they had this really cool like card that they made me. It was awesome.
That would have been way cooler if it was Casey Jones mask.
Dang, I'm way late. Hope y'all had a good stream.
Yeah.
Omi Shioni is asking, Joe, is that a TCAL you got there? I don't know what TCAL is.
What?
Type of
TKELL?
LRC knife. The knife.
Oh, the knife? No, it's a Gerber, right?
What, this one?
Oh, no. You're talking about the one, the Karam.
The fixed blade?
No, the one with the circle on the end. It's
this.
Yeah, no, that's
M&P.
Yes.
It's some crummy one that Walsh sent me that I need to beat into a 2x4.
Listen, he wanted knives to break. I sent him some. The whole pile. That whole pile was like, here you go, pal.
Yeah.
Here's your series. You break them.
It is. I still need to do that.
So a reminder, guys, next week giveaway, right?
Yep.
Am I not? Okay, next week we're doing the Shaw belt giveaway. You must be present to win. That's it from us, though. We appreciate you guys being here. And as always, we will catch you next Thursday. Adios.
We're doing suspenders, too.